So today I want to share some of the things I'm going through sec- secretly, and yeah. So welcome back again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to my life. So as you all know, I do lifestyle, and I do lifestyle content. I do lifestyle, and most of the things that I usually talk about on my channel are mostly about me and things I'm doing currently doing. And it's just basically me. So anyways, yes, I just want to share my experience and things I've been going through 2 days ago. Like 2 days ago. I'm on sick leave. Yeah, I'm sick leave. So yeah, so I just like okay, let me share it with my viewers and also my subscriber. Maybe you don't know about it. I don't want take it so. The problem is that it's not like especially when you're dealing with migraine. Okay, constantly migraine. And have you been going through when it comes to migraine? I've read about it that a lot of, I don't know how many percent that are literally going through migraine when it comes to here in Europe. More the stress is extremely too much. Stress from work, stress from, in fact, I'm not going to say that stress, just like everywhere just looks so stressful. And trust me, you're not going to get rest. If you're at work, you are just like, it's too much. When you are like home, you're just like happy to be home, and you still have a lot to take care of with your family, your children, cooking, and so I've been down for some couple of days. I had my off days, and literally, my initial plan was okay. So since I had my off days, so I'm literally going to use it, um, to take a good rest, pamper myself, take care of myself. The problem is that I I ended up doing so much. Like I will end up doing so much on my off days. I have too much to do. And I was first like, okay, let me share this with my viewers. Are you a mother and you are working? You are buying both your job, your work, and other activities at home. I just like wanted to ask, share me your experience and how do you survive when it comes to your work, family, raising children, and have to catch up with your children and cooking, homework and yourself and hobby. So hobby, okay, I've grown. Okay, let's just put it like family. So how are you coping when it comes to even you're a business woman? You have to go for your business, you have to go to every day you have to go to your shop or your store. And for those who are literally your daily activity and so many things you are doing, so you have to, when you are back, you have to go cooking, checking making sure that the kids are their homework they have done their homework. So you're literally taking care of all those things. So I just want to know, how are you guys have been surviving this? Especially when it comes to mothers. Parenting in Europe across like it's extremely hard. I know a lot of people, agree it under the comment section. Trust me, me probably I think it is similar with home. I'm going to say that in my own experience, as you understand, when it comes to parenting in Europe, it is so difficult and hard. First is you are just alone by yourself. Maybe you and your spouse. As you understand, so your spouse he has his own job he's doing. You have your own work that you are doing because you got to work to survive this country, especially when it comes to living in Europe. For you to survive, uh, both spouses have to go and work. I've literally seen, I've literally, I've heard that in most cases, even the spouses, they don't even have time for each other. Because as the one is coming back, the next is are going. Most of the times, as you the next the other one is waking up and the other one is already, about to leave. So as the other one is coming, the other one is going. So it's always like, you know, it is so hard and difficult for you for some spouses. I'm not saying that I'm not um I don't want to talk about it. And I don't want to say that it's mm, all spouse all spouse that are living in Europe. I don't want to say that, but I just want to mm, I don't know how many percent would like even say that, because if you are not working, you are home, you're probably maybe it's only your husband that are working. So that one is quite different thing entirely, because you are just full-time mom and you are home, taking care of the children, cooking, and tidying up the place and making sure that everything is organized before the husband will come. So you that one, I'm not talking about that. I'm only like specific uh for couples that both of them are working. Like both of you are working, and one is coming. Probably maybe one is working in the morning, the other one has an afternoon shift, or the other have night shift, and I just like talking to mothers, both spouses that both of them are working. Because if someone is telling you that, do not work and you're gonna get help, and all those things, please, I don't know how long are you gonna get that help. I do not know how long you're gonna get help. There are some years that you're gonna get that support, when the kids are still small. Teenage. That's what I wanted to see. When they are very teenage, so there's some support that you get. But when your children start growing, so the support are going to be reducing, because even the social welfare and they're going to be like, they're going to, because they want you to reconnect with the system. They want you to go and look for something to do. They don't want you to like be home and doing nothing. Quote me, the only possibility for you to just like say, do you know what? I am capable of staying home is when your spouse, one of your, maybe your husband, hands, and it covers both you, the family, and everything. Those, even the government will not, even the social welfare will just like, they won't even interfere in whatever you are doing. If your husband is capable and taking care of you and his children, and you have the support, which is we call it kindergarten, and so you are good to go. But I just like felt like, okay, let me share it a little bit of my experience when it comes to, I know it's unfortunately that people that are living in Europe, especially this country in Germany, maybe they might not even come across my videos, because that is really really um because I want to hear their opinions. I want to hear from them. I want to know exactly, how they have been surviving it, as you know, working and taking care of family, and it has not been easy. I'm not gonna lie. It's something very challenging. It's something it is something very challenging. To be honest speaking, yes, sometimes you just like on the way, you are always focusing, you just like concentrating, you just want to go to your work, and and taking care of your family. I think today I had some discussion where we were talking about that, how long someone is going to be work work home. I think this is basically life in Europe. You're only from work you are home, from home you are work, from home you are work, from work you are home. You are just like um, here and there. As you understand, here and here. So it is just like, I don't know. I just feel that um, work is good. I'm not gonna lie. I think you use that to connect with other people, but sometimes it can be so frustrating if it is too much. It's so frustrating that you keep on doing the same thing, like routine. It is the same routine. You are work from work, you are home. Maybe you get some few things, go to grocery shopping, you go home, prepare meal, and you guys you eat. Next day you are on the run, on the way. And I just want to know how you guys have been surviving it. So anyway, I just thought of sharing my experience. It is not easy. It is not easy. So the only advice I'm literally going to give, especially those who just so if your mindset, especially those who want to travel, you want to relocate, probably are planning to travel, please, and your mindset, the only thing that I can advise you not to do is never you say any or all your property, like all your property, and say to you want to relocate to a country and you are 40 years above. So that is so I'm going to advise if you are 40 years above and you want to relocate in a country, the only advice I can tell you is that do not sell all your properties. If you have them much, okay, you want to sell some. I mean, for you to be able to go process your visa and and organize yourself. That one is understandable. But if you have only few, few or one, or I don't know how many, that you think that you want to sell it and use it for a visa process, um, you want to use it to process your visa. I think you get what I mean. You want to use it to process your visa and travel to a country, or I don't know, I don't want to mention country. So please think about it. Okay, think about it very, very well. If it's wise enough for you to sell your property and go to a country, because when you get to any country that you say you are going to, I don't know, maybe Canada, UK, I don't want to talk about it, but this Germany here, before you start, especially if you do not, maybe you are here for a student visa, you want to study, and that one I can't talk about that one much. But if you want to start a life, like you want to start your life from beginning, and you sell your property, you gave you visa, you want to come here, and you think that as you just land, the next is for you to get a job, and I don't think it's possible. Yes, I don't think it's possible. And most of the visa they do is that just a visa for you to bring you here to your base that you are going to. So when you get to the country, you have to go there and process for a visa. Yeah, for you to process for a visa, and especially for person, I don't know, um, have to go and seek for asylum. So when you seek an asylum, because they're not going to give you a visa for a year. I actually get what I mean. Please quote me wrong if they have any visa for a year. I don't know about it. I don't know if they give visa a year, like 1 year visa. Apart for those who want to travel, they know that you are mainly going for visit. You are going there for business. Those ones they give them I think 3 months, 6 months thereabout. But in the meantime, you can still come in, go, come and go, come and go. But if you want to relocate to a country whereby you know that you are going there to stay, I don't think they give 1 year visa for you to go there and seek for a job. I don't know about UK. I don't know about Canada. I'm not talking about Germany. So in case maybe you have had that experience, and you have had that experience, or you know anybody that have go through that process, please comment under the comment section. Let us learn. Yes, let us. You can share it with us. You can share it under the comment section. Let other person know about it, because this my channel is something that is going to benefit everybody, each and every one. So do not sell your property and say you want to come to this. No, don't do that. Don't do that. If you sell your property and you want to travel to UK, Canada, okay, you want to travel to Canada and you sell your property that worth I don't know how many, then you through that probably maybe you were able to pay for your visa, your family, and also able to do what, to get a property in the UK or in or your London, get a property. I mean, a small bungalow. I mean, if you have the cash, you were able to get something there that you know that you can. Okay, as we are landing, you guys have a place before you start processing. Don't quote me long. I'm only talking about UK and Canada, but here I don't think they're possible because I've never heard that before. So anyway, just to educate ourselves, I just like want to talk about life generally and things that been happening and things I'm experiencing. I've not applied anything on my face. There is nothing on my face. Edge, you guys should. There is nothing on my lip. Today I'm just now in the mood of applying anything on my face. Yeah, I just want to be me. Yeah. So I just wanted to share this uh things that are bothering me and things that I've been seeing lately that have been happening, and just to use it to educate other person as well. Please, before you travel, do not sell your property and say you want to travel to a country and start all over from there. Almost it will not be it will not be easy. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for you because by the time you get to the country that you are going to, you don't know how long it's going to take you to get a job. You don't know how long it's going to take you for you to get your visa. You don't know how long it's going to before you can be able to bounce back and you know bounce back. Getting your buying a new property is going to take a long way. And for that, I'm just suggest that instead of doing that, I'm going to suggest that if it's possible, train your children. If it's possible, you can leave that for your children as they're growing. You use it to send them to school. Those ones is going to be a benefit to you and your family. So that is my own opinion. I think get what I mean. Instead of you trying to start all over again, why not use it to start up something for your children? Yeah, start up something for your children if is that what you want. Maybe probably you are thinking because of your children, you don't want your children to be going through this, you don't want your children to be going through that. I know a lot of persons that usually send their children to school to go and study. There are so many students in all over the world. People even go to China to study. People go to UK, Canada. They have student visa. If it's something that you want, you can also use that and do what? Sponsor your child or your children with the money that you think that, and things is gonna get better. I think you get what I mean. Yeah. I know people will just like comment this and disagree with me, and that is your own that is your opinion. I can only give you the little clue and gives you a little advice. If you want to sell your property and you want to go to Jackpa to another country, even people that are in Europe, the Jackpa go back to their country and they are doing amazing work.